Hello and welcome to the transcription explanation of this design. It was done using Loren Sherman's script, which uses a combination of dots and lines on these four different stems to make our consonants. And vowels are a bit trickier. They're these smaller circles, and they have different positions depending upon what vowel they are, and if they're enclosed on one of these four stems. So in this sheet, this line shows the word circle and where it would be relative to that, and then these are the consonant stems and where they would be roughly relative to that. But this is a much more useful and comprehensive vowel diagram that shows all possible combinations of vowel and consonant teams. So if we look at this A here, this is an A by itself just outside the word circle. Then we have a B A, so if this is the stem, and A is at least outside. This is not super accurate because the A should be outside that line, otherwise it's kind of like an E, which this is the gray area between the A and E, and A is clearly outside, whereas E is clearly inside, and on the line is between an A and an E, so you don't do that. So anyway, here we have a BE, because this is a deep divot or a B stem, and then a JA, sorry, because the A is outside the word circle, JA, and then a TA, which would be outside that, which an E is inside that, and then a THA. So A's are kind of the most lied to on this diagram, and this one is the more accurate one. So that's the most common mistake with vowels. So here we have our actual design, which is obviously a lot more intricate than this because I do crazy things with the lines, like I curve them. And this one is a bit more intricate and detailed, where I have this extra line here and some extra lines going around the outside of it and all that jazz. So anyway, here we have our first word circle, second word circle, third word circle, and fourth word circle. And the word circles are read bottom counterclockwise, and the whole design is actually intended to be read bottom counterclockwise. But if you imagine an infinitely large circle, the bottom counterclockwise of that would simply be left to right. So left to right also works with that logic. So here we have our first word circle, and here we have the bottom of the word circle right here, and this is the first stem we hit. It crosses that 6 o'clock mark, and it is a deep divot. So it's this stem, so it's in this row, and there's a line passing through it, but only lines that end count. So only a line that ends on this stem would count towards it, and there's no lines ending on it. There's no dots by it either. So this is just a B, so this stem with no modifiers is a B. So B, and then we have this shallow divot, which is 50% or less completed as opposed to 50%, well, more than 50% completed. This shallow divot has 1, 2, 3 dots on it, so that is an R. And then on it we have an O, so like a beat on a string here. And I tend to erase the lines going behind the vowels just to make it a little bit clearer and crisper, and it will look less like a dot when this is tattooed and it kind of bleeds a bit. So anyway, we have a O on the R, and then we have this stem. And this is another one I kind of cheese a little bit to make it look a little bit less like a Pokeball, especially the TH. So we have a circle on the line of the word circle, and sometimes I erase this line here, just to make it look, again, less like a Pokeball. But this is a TH, because even though these two lines end on it, they're the word circle lines, so they cannot count for the stem because they're the word circle lines. So these lines don't count here because they're the stem because they're the word circle. Sorry, I've been messing up a lot on this video. Whatever, I'm not gonna retake it. I think I make enough sense if I go back and listen to it. But anyway, here we have a TH because it has no actual lines ending on it, just the word circle. So TH, and then in the middle of it we have an E. So TH stem with an E right in the middle of it. So the TH. And then we have a shallow divot with 3 dots, so it's another R just like that. And then we have a deep divot with 2 lines. Deep divot, 2 lines is an H. Then we have an O like a bead on a string on that stem. And then another O inside the word circle. And then we have a deep divot with 3 dots. So these two are different because this one is a shallow divot, so this stem, and this one is a deep divot, or this stem. So that would be a D. So our first word is BROTHERHOOD, so brotherhood. And then we have our next word here, bottom of it. This is just a decoration line. We have a circle on the line of the word circle. And I kept the line on the inside here. Normally I keep the style consistent, but I kind of like the way that this line looked underneath it. Just have that contrast of the like thin line and thick line. And same thing here. This TH is the only one I erased the line in because it looked just like a Pokeball and I didn't like it. But anyway, we have a TH as well here. And then we have a shallow divot, so we're in this row, and it has 1, 2, 3 dots. And this dot is pretty close to this stem, but there's no 4-dot deep divot, so we know that this can't be part of it. It has to be part of this. and it is within this word circle if we were to continue it around. So again, another indication that it is part of this letter. So that is an R with an O on it, like a bead on a string, just like this, R-O. And then we have a U with a line going outwards, and these lines, they can curve, they can be straight, it doesn't matter, but it's a U if it goes outwards from the word circle. So that is a U. And then we have another circle on the line of the word circle stem, except this one only has one dot. So that is a GH. So THROUGH, so through. And then we have our next word, bottom of it. Here's our first letter stem. It has two dots closest to it. This dot is closer to this stem than it is this stem, so it goes here, but this dot is closer to this stem than it is this stem, so it goes here. So this is 2 dots here and 3 dots here. So that is 2 dots on a shallow divot, so SH. Then we have an A. This is the word circle line, and the A is outside of that word circle line, so like that. So SHA, continuing around here, we have a shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 dots. That's another R, just like lots of R's. RE on the line of that word circle, and then a deep divot with 3 dots, just like this D. So SHARED is our next word, and then our last word here is a bit tricky because we have some stacked stems. We have a double line here and a double line here. Double lines mean it's a double stem or a double letter, so it's 2 letters within the same stem. And then being different thicknesses means they're different letters, but being the same thickness means it's the same letter. So we have 2 different stacked letters here, and we read the thin one first. So this thin one has 3 lines, making it an S, and this thick one, well, there's some dots by it, but this dot's closer here, so this dot goes here, so nothing is on this one, so that is a T. So ST, then we have a shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 dots, so another R. Then we have a U, line going outwards. This little line here is important, it exists. So STRU, then we have a double letter, same thickness, so it's the same letter. So these letters are the same, so we only need to modify it once. And this is a double G because it has 1 line on a deep divot, GG. And then we have a L because 1, 2, 3 dots on a circle inside the word circle. And then an E, right in the middle of that L. So E, right there. So STRUGGLE. So, struggle. So, brotherhood through shared struggle. And that is this word. I didn't put a punctuation mark at the end of the sentence because I like the crisp outer line here. I could have put that little period on the line of the sentence circle, which is this guy, and I could have stuck that anywhere on this last word except at the bottom, because then it would look like you'd read the punctuation first and then here. But here would work, or here would work, or anywhere would work. But I liked the crisp, clean outline, and putting a period at the end of the sentence, meh. It's contained. It's a whole sentence. It's fine. So yeah, that's this design. I hope it makes a bit of sense, and I hope you love it. And if you need anything else or want to know anything, feel free to message me or let me know. Bye.